So welcome to day 3 of Intent Desire Web Development series. So today we will discuss about what is HTML form and table. So what is HTML form? So forms are basically used to collect user input. So HTML forms are used to collect user input like when we log in, register, search, or even when we do payments as well, like in Razorpay or other payment gateways. So form tag is basically contains a form. It's a main container where all form elements stored. Input tag is used for taking inputs. Label tag describes for which input is taking, like label for name, then input type text, then name. Means we are taking input for name. Here you can see a registration form is also showcasing, which contains first name, last name, email, gender, and even submit button. So it's just a representation of HTML form, how it looks. It is uses various types of input text like input type radio, input type email, and also select tag. Select tag is to showcase drop down and to select options. Checkbox when we need to select multiple options, then checkbox is used. Radio buttons for showing radio type inputs, input type radio. So this is basically an HTML form. Let's move ahead and check how we can create an HTML form. Here are some common input fields like input type equals to text, input type mail, and checkboxes. Input type is equal to checkbox. Text area is basically used when we have large message, any query. Like you can say in contact forms, there's a column of message or query, so there we use text area. Drop down is basically select tag we use to select, like in admission forms you can see choose your course or choose your stream, so for that. So here's the sample registration form. So let's copy the code and paste it in VS Code and check how to design it. So just copy it, paste it, save it, and see the output. So wait, let me save. Here you can see a sample registration, sign up form, sign in form, and you can see the username and password as a field and sign up as a button. So it's pretty simple one. So if we want to add drop down, so let's use label, choose course, and using select tag we will create here drop down. Now create options to choose using option tag. First is like BCA, and next will be like MCA, and another one will be like BTech CSS. So this is how we can create drop down and options. So just save it and see the output. Now you can see it is showing a choose course, but button is showing here. I think we forget to use new line, so use BR tag here. Let me save it. Yeah, now you can see buttons now perfectly fitted downwards. So you can see the options here as well. This is just a simple login form, and we see that how one thing I want to specify that the form action attribute is used to check where we have to send the data. It is like when the actions equals to slash register, and method is how we are sending it, like we are using get method or post method. Here we are using post method because it is highly secure, and it is used to save your data in your db pro action file. Which file is used to send, that can that collects the data using your method and then save in db. So this is how HTML form works. So let's move what is an HTML table. So HTML table basically used to specify the data in a proper row and column format. HTML table are used to display data in a structured, well tabular format, ideal for list of items, strings, products, for any type of records, even any type of list we can create using HTML table. Table tag is basically a container which contains all the details about the table. TR tag basically defines a row in the table. TH tag basically we can say it's a header, or we can say it can be created for the headings of a column in a table. TD means table data. It defines a standard cell, means what type of data it stores. We can use TD. So this is what about HTML table. So let's move to the code, that how can we able to create an HTML table. So here you can see a sample student table. So let's create a simple student table and display their information like their name, age, or course. So now let's copy the code and just create the simple student table. One thing you can see that with table attribute, with table tag, we are using attribute border. It is just to clearly showcasing the border of the table. So let's copy the code here in VS Code and save it. Want it to be saved? Yeah. Now you can see the table properly. Name, age, course, like name Elisa, age 20, and course web tab 101. Similarly, Bob, age 23, and UI UX design. So it is basically a simple string table, and attribute border equals to 1 used here. And now your task to showcase your skills, whatever you learned today. So create a user profile form, include fields for name, email, gender, and submit button. Design a student enrollment table. Set up a table with columns for student name, email, enrolled, course, and populate it with at least 2 sample entries. Means add 2 sample entries at least, and add basic inline styling if you want. It is optional, but if you want, then you can add basic styling, and styling code is also available here. So you can just take help from the video. You can copy it and just paste in your respective text to styling. So that's it for today. So in next we will be discuss about what is semantic HTML, and in day 4 we will be moving forward with more foundation of HTML.